Ready when you are.
Welcome everybody to the Ultimate Formula. Round 11 at Hungary, Division 2, we're halfway. With me in the commentary booth, as always, Paul. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you very much for having me. Should be an interesting race. A lot of strategy involved, I think. Not much passing on track, so we've got to make the most of it, really.
Yeah. It seems a bit cloudy.
Yeah, it looks a little bit grey in the sky. A bit of rain wouldn't be too bad. I'd quite enjoy a little bit of rain, to be honest.
Yeah. It's
Spice things up a little bit.
it's a very hard track to overtake anyway, so
Yep.
we're hoping for some difficult conditions for these guys.
It will be interesting to see what kind of wings people are running, because obviously through the middle sector, all the tricky turns, you're going to need quite a bit of downforce to keep up. But when it comes to the two long straights on this track, that's where the overtakes will be happening. So the lower wings might benefit people if they're close enough. So it's going to be interesting.
It's really, you have to make a compromise at this track.
Yeah.
Defending shouldn't be that hard. We can see Joss out already on the super softs. Do you know what the tire compound is this weekend?
You got super softs, you have softs, and you have the medium tires.
Okay. So we can expect most guys to go on the supers for the quali.
Yep, supers for the quali. Yep. Perhaps a little bit of rain, so just keep an eye out on what tires people are on.
Yeah.
So that everybody is on the super soft tires, so.
And
that could be a bit pointed to rain. Sorry to interrupt you there, but possibly rain.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say as well. People are really going for it already in the outlap. So probably some rain expected. Oh, people coming out of the pits already. Joss into the first turn. Opening up DRS, sliding a bit with the back.
I will say it does look very cloudy.
Yeah.
As you were saying, going on board with these guys, does look like it could start to rain in quali.
Yeah. So they need to hurry to set a time.
Yep. Just keep an eye out, because once you see that little splash of rain on the screens, you know that when it drops, then it becomes wet quite quickly.
Yeah. And the guys who have put in a time, they will be favorites to get front row positions.
A bit like what Napoli did, but the opposite way around this time.
Yeah, exactly. Just going into the final section now. 27.9 so far. Short lap as well. It should be around 117, 118 maybe. Something like that, I think.
No, we're about to find out. Luke's about to cross the line now. Put a lap in, I believe. Oh, no, it's just an out lap.
It just does a
118, so yeah.
0.1.
I believe that Luke should be aiming for a 117.5.
Yeah.
117.6, potentially.
Nikos follows, not too far behind.
Yep. Team Haas leading constructors by quite a long margin.
It will be very hard to for them not to lose this championship, I think. Costa into the final corner, not perfectly. A little bit of a happy tilt. Yeah, he goes into his fast lap now. Okay. Henry's still
coming out of the pits there. Hey Bob, coming out of the pits. A couple people still in the pits. Henry, as we know, likes to take his time.
Yeah.
We have got yellows in sector 1. I believe that's just a car getting out of the way. Napolo, yeah, good man. Obviously a couple of corners that can catch you out on this track, as I was saying to you yesterday. The corner just before the chicane, if you get two wheels on the curb, and you put the power down, that white curb will just spin your car into the wall, so
yeah,
you need to be careful.
You need to be very careful here. And also when you do spin, it's very easy to collect some other drivers.
Yeah, definitely. Turn 1 is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully People can get through it cleanly. Nika's there.
Yeah,
117.8. Nice.
Yeah, did another lap.
Yeah. Box 117.9 as well. So. And
Onto the
podium. As well.
podium.
Nice.
Yeah.
He just had this track on the weekend, so.
Okay.
He knows what to do with this one.
He had some practice. Ah, okay.
Yeah. As does Ashley Batcho as well, so.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for these guys.
Ooh, look all hitting the curb we were just talking about, but seems to be okay. Into the chicane. This twisty middle section. Impossible for overtakes, but very quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, goes too wide, I think. Yeah.
Matty Southern's there had a bit of an issue.
Again?
Got to the grass, come back across the track, and it looks like it might have affected Oxox's lap there, but I'm not sure if Oxox is actually on the lap.
Luke went back into the pits. Didn't do a time so far.
Couple of yellow flags in the middle sector.
It's Matty again, I think.
He's lost quite a large portion of his front left side of the wing there, so
He will be heading back into the pits.
he seems to like the grass on the new F1 game. He seems to end up in the grass nearly every race.
Aaron going a little bit wide. Goes also into the
Aaron's
pits.
coming in. So we got Henry in the pits. Luke's yet to set a lap time, so
Costa's on track. He's going back into the pits as well. Chris, 118.5, puts him in 8th position. Doesn't have enough fuel to finish another lap.
no.
Majestic in 12th for the moment.
Only 2 drivers on track at the minute. Majestic looks like he's coming around the final corner to set a lap time.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Last corner there, puts power down early.
Yeah, it's not a good lap. Well, maybe he goes for another now.
Yeah. Although he's pushing the point where he can't get another lap in now unless he pits this lap, so.
People are in a rush. Yeah.
Chris Logan, obviously. Oh, he just ran out of fuel there, Chris.
Yeah.
About to come into sector 3. That could cost him if he doesn't get back to the pits quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to take him about 25 to 30 seconds to get back into the pits now.
Still 4 minutes to go. Yeah, yeah.
The guys coming out now onto their fast runs. Henry is out on track. We've got Nico's coming out as well. John coming out. John's been putting in some great lap times in quali recently, so look out for him.
Mm-hmm. Henry still to do a lap time. He's on his out lap.
Yep.
I think we don't have to restart. No.
No. Hope not. Henry really pushing the car to the limits now. I'm not sure if he's on an out lap or
Yeah, he is.
flyer, but he's going to be burning those tyres a little bit unnecessarily, really, on the out lap.
He also got a lot of fuel in his tank.
Yep. Thing is, on some tracks, even with a lot of fuel on max, it can just go down so fast that you really got to put practice in to really tell how much fuel you need to put a couple of laps in.
Also, it isn't that big of a difference as it was in the last game, I feel, anyway.
I don't know. Sometimes. So it depends on really the track, I feel like. Some tracks you feel really heavy with the fuel.
True, true.
We did have yellows there in sector 1, but everything's round clean. Henry is nailed this lap so far, I'll be honest. He's done a really good job. Keeps it away from the dangerous curve there.
Yeah, it's a safe lap.
Chicane.
Ooh,
Oh, he's
little
bumped that curve a little bit too much.
unsettling the car a little. Tricky turn this one.
Yep. Easy
He's
to
good.
go onto the extra tarmac there on the side.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
bit
lovely. Taking that lovely there.
28. Not that fast, I believe.
We shall find out now. Two tricky corners coming up. Six to the inside nicely.
Maybe a top
Got to be
5.
careful not to touch that curb on the exit there. He's going for a late apex maybe, no.
Takes a good. Opening up DRS.
Only
Sixth.
sixth. So,
But it's really
maybe
close
looking
up
to
front.
improve. Now I've got Luke. Let's just run a ball with Luke, see what he's up to.
First 7 guys in 3 or 4 tenths, I believe. Where's Luke? Luke, where are you? All the way
Yeah,
down.
right at the bottom there, yeah.
118.2.
He goes into 8th place, but
Ooh.
I'm sure this is the lap that he's going to be going full blast on. It's Costa just coming past the second long straight into the tricky left-hander. I'm sure he's going to be trying to put a good lap in. John's put a nice lap in as well. A lot of fast guys on their quick laps now.
Yeah. Luke is still going for it, I think. Takes it nicely. Stays away from the curb.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oxox with a 17.7, so that's right there.
John goes
On his
second.
debut. Yep. Napoli goes into 8th. Let's just see what Mr. Luke can do. Where's the final sector? Oh, he's messed that one up a little bit. Not as tight as we would like it to be.
He's half a tenth down. Up, I believe. Up. You rich British people say. Henry retired.
Yep.
Nikos, 117.5.
Oh, there we go. Very, very good lap there from Nikos. Luke can't improve, so
No.
Luke in 9th place then.
He got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he does indeed. I can't change cars anymore, so
No, me
you're going to have to
neither.
run us through. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
But
It's a
everybody is
very
retiring.
annoying feature
Yeah,
of this game. I'm just keeping an eye on the timing board there. I'm not sure if John is still out on track or is retired, but he might be able to improve a little bit.
Josh as well, still on track.
Aaron Taylor in 12th behind Chris,
Yeah,
so he's not going to be happy with that. He always seems to find himself behind Chris. They seem to love having fights, them two recently.
yeah,
That's all I can see. All I see is Aaron next to Chris. So.
yeah.
Chris is like me. Chris always finds a way to keep out of trouble on lap 1 and keep his nose clean and manage to work his way up the field. So he might be one to look out for.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's very tricky turn 1 and 2. This one to keep clean.
It's all very
sure.
narrow.
After you've shown 25 seconds.
We've got Nikos in the lead and pole position. Johnson second, very good qualifying for him. Hawks in third, Costa in fourth, John in fifth, Henry in sixth, onto the podium in seventh, Napola in eighth, Luke in ninth, Lee in 10th position, Chris in 11th, 12th is Aaron, 13th Ashley Becho, 14th Majestic, Woods in 15th position, Matty Suddens in 16th position, 17th, J Bob.
There you go. There's the rundown. Just enough time.
Yeah.
You can catch your breath back now as we get on to the starts of the race. It's going to be interesting to see what the conditions are. Let's have a look. Seems like it's dry.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it seems as cloudy as it was before.
We will find out, but there's still some danger of some rain, I believe.
Yep.
Didn't see any mentions in the chat so far about rain, but who knows?
What are your predictions for the race win then? Top 3?
Well, I think Nikos will be very quick here. And he has got a good position, first position already, so he's a big favorite in my book.
Okay, take us through the start.
And the lights are off and we're underway for the Hungary Grand Prix. Good start from Nikos, I believe. I can see Force India very close behind them. Josh in second on the inside. Takes first in the first turn. Maybe a switchback from Nikos. Side by side now. For the lead. Everybody seems to get away cleanly. And Josh has got the inside. Ooh, does he make it? Yeah, he got first. Josh into first. Nikos into second. Costa in third already. Ox.
Further down the field, we've had an issue with J-Bob, who lagged back into the pack on the start and has hit Aaron and pushed down into the wall. And Aaron's bad luck continues as he's lost most of his wing.
Unbelievable.
He's at the back. Napola's also fallen to the back of the pack. He got out of the way of the other cars nicely. So that's the rundown from the back.
Yeah. Ooh, and Ox hit the back of Costa. Maybe some wing damage. Besides, side by side now. Luke on the inside. Into fourth maybe. Still side by side. Also a
nice
Sauber.
move there from Ox and Henry. Is that Henry?
Yeah.
Ox is away on the outside.
Beautiful shot. I can see the both of them side by side of Ox car. Henry takes
Nice battle there.
fifth.
I'm not sure if Ox has wing damage. Did he hit anyone?
Yeah. Light touch.
He could potentially have a little bit of wing damage then.
And Renault going wide. Still side by side, Henry and Luke. Henry on the inside.
Great racing here. Luke getting close to that curb, dangerous one there. Further down the field then we've got Ashley Batcho, who's made 4 positions off at the start, as has Woods. John the big loser, who's lost 5 places at the start. Chris has lost 1. And everyone else seems to be clean towards the back end of the field, towards the podium.
Yeah.
Catching up to Luke.
Ooh, watch into the mix, a lot of cars going side by side. Woods losing a bit of his wing, I believe.
Yeah.
Who's that? McLaren? It's Majestic with Chris, Matty Suddens. Very close. Matty going for the dive on the inside. A little bit of contact. Pushes
Majestic a little bit wide there.
Yeah. Napola
done.
Profits as well. And Aaron all the way down. Not having a great season so far, so much bad luck.
Yeah. A lot of issues with lag. J-Bob causing the second Mercedes wing damage due to lag, so... Oh, we got Mate Suddens going for a very audacious dive bomb into turn 1. Doesn't make it work, and Napola's going to go around the outside of Mate Suddens into turn 2. But Mate Suddens late brakes again to try and hold the position on the inside. Napola holding it around the outside, should have the inside line for the next turn, and should have the move, as this is a not side-by-side corner up here, so Napola keeps position.
Yeah.
Mate Suddens looks very racy today. Very racy indeed.
Hopefully his connection holds out.
Not having going side-by-side into the chicane.
Yeah.
Mate Suddens makes the move.
And he's got him.
Yeah. Great driving. It's right back on board up top.
Henry losing on...
Nikos and Josh really pulling away from the other guys. 3 seconds ahead. What's happened to the guys behind? Mr. Costa's hit the wall.
Oh,
Mr. Costa has hit the wall. He has wing damage to the front left side. And Mate Suddens is out.
Retirement.
What happened there? No idea.
Lee and Henry side by side into the last turn.
Very nice drive. Henry goes quite far to the right then. You have the inside line. I do fancy Lee to keep his position if you can get a nice little cutback on him.
Yeah.
Henry. Oh! Look like Lee span there on the curb. He managed to keep it. I'm not sure that was just a bit of a lag incident.
Also onto the podium and Ox going side by side.
Yep. Very nice there.
And Henry
Ox not putting too much of a fight up. Henry's looking to go side by side. I think better of it.
A lot of things happening already.
Yeah, this is a much more entertaining race than I thought it was going to be. Mr. Costa is really struggling I mean, look at the gap from the first two to third place.
Yeah, 4
4
seconds.
seconds, and Josh is really doing a great job at the moment.
Yeah.
Really doing a great job in first.
Hopefully he can
Keeping the
hold
fast Nikos behind.
Tire.
Luke getting held up though. Luke really wants to find a way past Mr. Costa as soon as possible. Luke's made a very good start of this race. Lee's
Another
out. Lee's had an
time.
incident. Lee's had an incident with Henry. Henry has lost a lot of his wing.
J-Bob. And Toro. 4 guys very close.
Henry going very wide.
Goes into the pit, I believe.
Yep.
J-Bob up in 9th. John in 10th position. Woods in 11th.
Yeah, J-Bob's made 8 places so far.
Very good start from him.
Yep.
But they're still very close.
They are. Good little battle going on. I'm just going to jump forward a little bit. Chris looking to try and put pressure onto Ashley Bancho. Nothing yet though. Ox just looking to make it to the first set of pit stops to change that wing, I believe. Onto the podium as well. Getting quite close to Luke and Mr. Costa. Luke has made the move on Mr. Costa.
Yeah.
Just on that little tricky right-hander before the chicane. Mr. Costa understeering a lot with that wing damage.
Yeah, he's struggling. And you really need a front wing at Hungary, especially at this section.
Yeah.
You'll lose so much time. This turn especially. Yeah, you can see him going wide.
I would expect onto the podium to try and make a move into turn 1. If he can get better exit, also Mr. Costa's going to be struggling to that final turn, so he needs to just keep a car's distance behind, not get too close. Might break his own wing.
Yeah, takes it easy here. Wants a good exit, opening up the DRS. It's a bit far away. Yeah.
A bit of slow traction put down there.
Ashley and Chris? Oh no. Oh, they're moving up. Ox is in the pits. Okay.
Ox decided to pit early then.
Yeah.
Set of mediums to the end, I believe.
New wing. Ooh, J-Bob, John.
Yep.
They're all really
quite
fighting.
Spencer Napoli there at the back. Just trying to find a way through.
There has been some contact. I'm sorry?
Luke's not really pulled out a massive gap on Mr. Costa as of yet. He finds himself 5.7 seconds behind Nikos in second, who is still struggling to stay with with Joshua, excuse me. I'm sorry for saying Luke, that made a mistake there.
Yeah, I think Luke has some wing damage as well.
I'm not too sure. I'm looking somewhere on board with Nikos and I can tell you, no wing damage. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, the first 2 drivers came in clean into the first car, but behind them there was a big chaos. A lot of cars going very close to each other. And we're already 7 laps in. The field is settling
a great beginning of the race.
Yeah. Field is settling.
1/4 down. Onto the podium there, just clips the back of Mr. Costa a little bit there. Needs to be careful.
He needs to be patient.
He's made 7 places up to the start.
He's on the soft tires as well.
Yeah, so as is Chris behind him.
Looking for a longer stint.
Yeah. I have a lot of time between the cars ahead and the cars behind, do Ashley Bancho and Chris, so Ashley Bancho might be able to get a look at the podium perhaps, or a top 4 finish.
It's now already 6 seconds between number 2 and number 3.
Onto the podium, really getting held up now.
Yeah. He needs to make a move.
Yeah.
But you can't fool around too.
There's a cut there. He's lost some time. He must be getting quite frustrated in that helmet there.
It'll take another lap for him to get close.
Yeah. A lot of trains at the moment, nothing too major going on though.
Woods at the back of J-Bob. Napoli not too far away. These 3 are the closest so far.
Nikos struggling in the back.
Nikos went into the pits. He was on the softs.
will probably be putting on the medium tyres and going to the end, I believe.
No, he went to the softs.
So you're going for a two-stop then, Nikos?
Yeah, apparently so. Comes right behind a big battle, right behind Napola.
Oh, this is really gonna hurt him big time.
Yeah.
These guys are not gonna get out of the way easy.
No.
This is a horrible decision from Nikos. But the thing is, everyone who pits after him is going to be behind this train as well. What the tyres are these guys on? So J-Bob is on softs and the other two on supers, but they are fresh supers, I believe. So no, Napolas are not fresh. Woods are fresh. So it's going to be tricky to get past. Nikos has really made a big choice here. Let me just ride on board with the guys at the front and see what they are doing. Is Josh going to pit? Because if Josh decides to pit now,
nope, stays out.
Josh stays out. Let's see what Luke does.
It stays out as well. If I was these guys, I would go for a longer stint and try what to do in one stop. You could always go do another set of super softs towards the end.
Could, yeah. This has really killed Nikos. This is horrible. Nikos is going to be really trying to get through here.
Yeah.
He gets good traction with those softs on. He should be able to make a move onto Napola quite easy in turn one.
Side by side.
Looks like he will be able to. Obviously, Woods is going to give him position easy. Nikos just wants Napola easy there. Napola's going to run the outside though, trying to hold it, but obviously less grip with those tyres. Really struggling now.
But this is going to cost some time, definitely, for Nikos.
Yeah. Josh is in the prime seat right now.
Yeah. Looking very strong. 7
very
seconds.
Strong indeed. Chris is on the back of Ashley Batcho now, really on the back of him. Going to be trying to make a move within the next lap or two.
Yeah.
These guys will be going quite deep into the race, of course. So this is a battle that could be first and second for a while.
Chris has seemed to find some pace lately, last couple of tracks.
Yeah. That is true, yeah. Is that potentially good age driving the car, maybe? Nah, go on, Chris. You're doing a good job. Very quick recently. Is that Renault? Both the Renaults. Your Renault as well.
Yeah.
Found some pace recently, so the upgrades must have come in. Nikos has found a way past the Woods now, and is right on the back of J-Bob. He should be able to make the move quite easy into turn one. Better traction than soft DRS. Yeah, that'll be done. So Nikos it's costed him a lap, 2 laps perhaps. But he's got them done now. Three passes in a lap and a half, so now he can start to put the hammer down.
Ooh,
J-Bob quite a lot of fuel.
Loses some time. Lost the back a little, the rear.
Yeah, Nikos he knows that he needs to put the hammer down. He's in rich through the corners. He's in rich every corner he gets to.
Yeah, but this is the worst outcome for him because he is already on the 2-stop and coming out into traffic isn't what you want to have with a 2-stopper.
We were saying that Ashley Batcho and Chris were in a little battle, but look who's joined the party. We've got John, who's come out of nowhere to join them.
Yeah.
Josh in the pits.
Where is he going on?
So, set of mediums, I believe.
Yeah.
It should take him to the end. But where's he going to come out? He's going to come out behind the pack, isn't he? Behind the triple threat of Woods.
Josh goes to softs as well.
Ooh. So he's going to go for a super soft super soft, I believe. Where is
5th, 6th, 7th,
J-Bob, Napola.
6th position.
Woods has had a crash. Woods has crashed. Or Woods has pitted, I believe, sorry.
Yeah.
And Josh has come out ahead of Nikos.
Yeah. 2.9 seconds. Yeah, that's a difference.
Yeah, that is what happens when you get stuck behind the traffic.
2 laps you couldn't push, and it's now 3 seconds.
Yeah.
John at the back of Chris now. 4/10 of a second. Chris seems to have having to let go Ashley a little bit.
Yeah, as we got obviously John. I mean, this is a triple threat pack now, really, isn't it? These guys are not going to pit. Ashley Batcho and Chris are not going to pit for a while. John is going to pit. I expect this lap, next lap, maybe a couple laps. Alright, but Josh is behind them, and Nikos is behind them. So if Chris and Ashley Bacho put up a fight, because their tyres won't be that worn yet, that this could bring Nikos back into the battle.
Yeah. John coming in.
As John dives into the pits then.
Good news for Josh.
Yep.
He really seems to have...
closing into J-Bob now, sorry to interrupt you there.
No problem. Josh really seems to have made the right call so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one really, isn't it, if you're going to try to stop. I mean, even if you're just doing a one-stop, the undercut, overcut, traffic is the ultimate destroyer really, isn't it?
We haven't talked about the opportunity of some rain maybe, that can influence the strategies as well, of course.
Yeah, although no sign of it yet. Cars aren't coming in yet. They've got Josh putting pressure onto Chris though. Oh, Josh has touched that curb.
Stay off
Josh
it.
touched that danger curb there.
Don't do it, man.
That danger curb that swallowed me and chucked me into the wall. Josh has just had some of it, and he's lost a couple seconds there.
Yeah.
Nikos closed in a little bit.
Yeah. He was first row witness of that mistake from Josh.
Yeah. Luckily he managed to save it really well in a way that I didn't do it, so I take my hat off to him.
Yeah. But he needs to stay focused if he wants to win this race. Mistakes like that can ruin it. Costa coming in.
Into the pits then. Yep. What's he going to go on? Must be set of mediums or set of softs. If he goes on softs, that's 22 laps to do on them. Oh, it looks like there's mediums in there.
Yeah.
And new wing as well. Well, no, he's gone on softs.
Softs as well.
This game is really funny sometimes.
Now it's mediums again.
Oh, we got yellows. What's going on there then? Let's have a look. Majestic is off in the wall, and so is Woods. But it's on two separate corners, so that was bad timing for them two. Josh is on the back of Chris now. Chris has caught up to Ashley quite nicely. Ashley has made up 11 places at the start, so he's doing a really good job. Chris has not got as much fuel in his car as he would like.
No.
Not as Ashley Bacho. Oh no, it's Josh. Josh is minus. Josh is on minus fuel at the moment.
Yeah,
and
Josh
is plus 2.3, so.
The same. Josh did the same thing at Monaco. He's a no assist driver, of course, so no TC. And I think he always drives in lean fuel, so he underfuels his car a little bit.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the top tier guys do. They tend to run lean in the corners and only use rich on the straights and bump up to standard on the straight because they're not challenging anyone. Ashley Batcher jump into the pits now then.
Yes.
So that's definitely going to be a set of mediums for him.
Josh looking
and
for
Josh
a pass.
Is going to get the move. Yep. On Chris is on the outside, Josh. So, but look at Nikos. Nikos is right there as well, and this is going to cost Josh and Chris quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris has just hit. Josh has hit Josh there.
Yeah.
And is Chris lost a bit of wing? No, I don't think so. Nikos does seem to be lagging a little bit.
Yeah. And he gets the move finally done.
Look how close Nikos is, but now Nikos has got to get past Chris, and it's going to take a whole lap to do it. But you're not going to get past him anywhere here.
No. He has to wait for the straight.
This is like a Monaco, but without the barriers.
Yeah. It's a nice track. It's a nice track to drive, but not always to witness a race. But so far we can't complain.
Yeah, onto the podium, find himself in 4th place.
Yeah.
So he's doing a really good job. Napola in 5th. He's struggling on the chicane. Luke behind him.
Yeah. Went
Napola
to the medium.
Still hasn't pitted, so Napola really stretching them tyres for a really long time.
Luke is looking on the inside.
Ooh,
and he pulled it off.
Gets it done.
Yeah. Napola didn't take any risk.
Yeah.
Good move from Luke.
Chris is jumping into the pits then. So after everything, it looks like Nikos finds himself further behind than he was prior to the pit stops.
Yeah, he made up a little time though, but he isn't within. He's got DRS now. Okay, weird. Probably for Chris.
Yep. But massive facepalm for Nikos. He should have checked his map, see where he would come out there, but...
Onto the podium, on the podium. Now, looking forward.
Ashley Bacho, who's come out just in front of Mr. Costa then.
Yes. Costa lost a lot of time with his pit stop, and a lot of positions.
Yeah, change of wing didn't help him.
And behind him...
Henry right on the back of Chris, yeah. This is going to be a good little battle.
Yeah.
These two like to give each other some smack in the chats, in the pre-race.
Chris went to the supers.
Oof.
A lot of strategies going on, a lot of strategies.
Yep.
I don't believe it's a mistake from Chris, but usually he gets pretty nailed down on the strategy. So.
And you're going to believe this, right? We've got... This is going to make you laugh. So Chris has gone on to a set of supers, which means he's going to have to pit again. He started on softs. We've got ahead of him, the person who was fighting before the pits was Ashley Bacho. And Ashley Bacho is on a set of soft tyres, and he started on a set of soft tyres.
Ashley Bacho is on the mediums in my screen. And also on the spectator menu.
Okay. That'll be why then. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Costa dives up the outside.
He'll get it done though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Very good move.
On my screen, Ashley Bacho has soft tyres on, so that's why. Got a bit confused there.
Yeah. But
whoa, look at Nikos. Nikos is really closing in the gap on Josh. But this is the advantage of having fuel. Josh is really slow on track right now.
Yeah. And the sun's coming out. But these guys, we expect these guys to make another pit stop, and Luke can maybe push towards the end. Yeah,
Luke will definitely be able to push towards the end. I mean, how far behind? I mean, he's 3 seconds behind, 4 seconds behind onto the podium. And onto the podium is almost 9 seconds behind the guys ahead, and that will only extend more and more. So it could be quite close at the end of the race between Luke and the guys ahead, but we did see the guys ahead were really fast compared to Luke.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Ashley and Chris going at it in the final section. Chris needs to be patient, wait for the straight and the DRS.
Yeah. On those super softs though, he's going to be really trying to fight this position and get it done as soon as possible.
Not a great exit.
No, not very good at all from Chris.
It's better to have a bit of distance going into the final turn and try to close it up on the straight. You don't want to be too close going into the final turn. And Nikos is Nikos is gaining on Josh. Within a second now. Ooh, not a great exit. Lost some time there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what tyres onto the podium started on. I believe super softs. And he's on softs now, so I'm not sure if we need to pit again.
Well, most guys pitted around lap 8 or 9, something like that. Who started on the supers?
Yeah, we're all on to lap 17, so...
How long will the softs last, do you think?
It depends on the tyre weight, really. If you're good on tyres, you could probably extend them to 20 laps, 22 laps, I'd say.
Okay.
If you try and do a one stop. If you want the best out of them, then you probably get maybe 15, 16 laps. And then maybe bang on another set of super softs.
Henry at the back of Chris as well. And Chris still not close enough on Ashley. Chris
Henry's gonna make a move.
Yeah.
And this is really hurting Chris. I said to Cole a couple of races ago, if you're on the hardest compound, which Henry is, and Chris on the fastest compound is stuck behind Henry, this is really going to kill Chris's race. And we've got John is off.
No.
John has had a spin. And now this free trade.
Contact, McLaren, Renault.
Chris is off.
Yeah.
Ashley Bacho is off. And John is off. That's a massive collision.
Yeah.
Massive collision.
Chris lost his wing.
Ashley Bacho is fuming.
He's retired.
I'm sure I'll be seeing that later on in the stewards.
Yeah, John made a mistake.
John made a mistake. He span on the left hand at turn 2, on the exit he had a little bit of a spin, and then it carried over to turn 3 because he had dirt on his tyres. And then as he come back onto the track, Ashley Batcho was coming up the inside, and John came too much across him.
Yeah.
Ashley Batcho clipped him, and then on the spin, John clipped Chris. But the funny thing about this to me is that John caused a massive pile-up and has escaped without any damage.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And also,
Chris and Ashley Batcho have no front wing.
no,
So-
Batcho retired. Onto the podium, went into the pits. Another set of softs. And Henry is laughing as well. No damage, I think.
Yeah. Henry
Up in 6th.
got away with murder there.
Yeah, yeah. He did have a retirement last time in Britain.
Yeah, he seems to be getting quite unlucky this part of the season. Nikos is closing in the gap slowly but surely. We haven't been speaking about this for a while since we had that big collision.
Yeah, there's been this gap for a couple of laps now. But it all depends on the last stint. Maybe an undercut from one or the other.
Yep.
And also timing your pit stop is very important on this track.
It is indeed. The undercut on the track like this where overtaking is so difficult. Oh, we've got onto the podium, getting passed by Napola into the penultimate turn, not the penultimate turn, but 3 turns for the end.
Yeah.
Gets it done nicely onto the podium, who has just changed tyres for a new set of soft tyres, has lost the front left side of his wing.
Oh, how did that
Now
happen?
goes back into the pits, but he's on the grass, on the pits, in the pit, he's on the grass there. He almost hit the extended piece of concrete. It separates the pit from the track there. I've done that a couple of times.
What happened
Loses
to
the wheel
him?
straight away.
His race is
That was
over.
close.
His race is over.
And Aaron Taylor, slowly but surely, making positions up.
Up in the points again.
Up in the points again, yeah. I'm not sure how long he's been on those tyres for. I know he has pitted twice, so they are fresh ones. So John has really not bathed himself in glory this race.
No.
Lag incident with Aaron at the beginning, and a massive collision caused unnecessarily there.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. People won't be happy.
Could be all penalties, yeah. So no battles going on up front really.
It'll all be dealt with after the race by our steward.
Yeah, the one and only.
I think Luke seems to be losing a lot of time towards the first 12 seconds. Yellow
Yellow flag, 53. Let's have a look. What is that for? Can't see anything. No.
No. Maybe someone going off track.
Yeah.
Ooh, J-Bob really struggling. His car is all over the place.
Yeah.
Can be lag, of course, but this is smooth sailing for him. Onto the podium, majestic.
Nikos back onto the back of Josh again now. So these two really doing a great job up front.
Yeah.
Will Nikos be able to ever make a move onto Josh?
This track, of course, penalties will come into play. We already seen in the bottom left a lot of penalties already given already. 3-second penalties. It's easy to cut a corner.
Yeah, that fast left-hander, just the beginning of the second sector, is really easy to cut too much of it when you're trying to be cheeky, just trying to get the quickest line through it.
Mm-hmm. You really have one opportunity to turn in there. You can't, if you make a mistake there, it's easily a cut or going wide, track extension.
Yeah, you get a track extension obviously for going wide.
Yeah.
And for going too far on the inside line. So really need to time it perfectly. Let's just run on board with Nikos as he takes it. Lovely.
Yeah.
Clip or curb on both the inside and the outside. And he is catching up to Josh. Obviously, these guys being on the soft tyres and just being quicker on this track are just going to pull away from Luke anyway.
Yeah.
But once they do pit, it'll be very interesting to see where they come out in comparison to Luke, because those mediums should stay at around the same pace for the whole of their life. It'll be interesting.
By the looks of it, Nikos seems to have better straight line speed, and Jos is a bit faster in the middle section.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe a little bit of different setups. Jos driving with a little bit more wing. Seems to work out so far for him.
So everyone is spread out then. No one is within a second, or really within a second and a half of anyone apart from the guys up front. So we'll stay on board with these guys then for now.
I'll have a quick rundown. Luke in third, Ox in fourth position with his debut tonight. Reserve driver for now. Mr. Costa in fifth position, making the best of it. Henry in sixth position, moving up the field quite nicely. John in seventh, Napola in eighth position. Aaron in ninth, with all the bad luck he had this race. J-Bob in 10th position, onto the podium in 11th, also not lucky tonight. A lot of guys not lucky tonight.
Yeah.
Majestic in 12th, Woods in 13th, also still going. Wiggling in the little bit, and Chris in 14th position.
I will say, I believe that Mr. Costa caused his own issue. I believe he hit a wall and got wing damage, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So that was his own Ox. I believe he hit the back of somebody else, so not much.
Everybody
a bit driver error.
Yeah. Everyone has a story tonight to tell after the race, I think.
Yeah.
And Jos is catching up on Chris. Chris will be lapped. Yeah, getting blue flags, having to let go Jos.
Wow, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pit stops has Chris had then. Only 2.
Yeah, and of course half a lap without a front wing, that will damage his time as well.
Yeah, but he didn't come out that far behind those guys, so I'm a bit surprised that he's getting lapped.
It always hurts when you get lapped, you don't want to see that.
Yeah.
It happened to me this season. It's not fun. Getting a penalty also.
Yeah, Chris is on the brink, I think.
Yeah, you do want to retire your car. But I think Chris isn't a quitter. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe some other guys will retire and he will move up into the points again.
We have got Woods, who yet again is about a wing and is trying to actually DNF there. So Chris will pick up a position there. We've got Majestic, who will be the next one to be lapped. When are these guys going to pit then? That's the question. Are they going to pit? We've got Josh and we have Nikos coming into the pits now then.
You called it.
Luke running very wide.
Yeah,
from the end.
The other guys, they will catch him towards the end, I think. He isn't going quick enough.
Oh, Josh has been held in the pits. Josh has been held in the pit lane for quite a long time. And so is Nikos.
By who?
By the pit crew.
Okay.
So, Mr. Costa has passed both of them.
Yeah. Just in front.
Ox has passed both of them as well.
Safety car, virtual safety car, VCR.
Virtual safety car.
VSR. VSC.
And that could have helped Nikos and Josh a moment ago, if that had happened during the pit they just had. So.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It just came out a little bit too late, I think. Aaron getting into the pits, very smart move from him. And we're racing again.
Oh, Henry.
What happened?
Henry has had a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car.
Yeah, not smart to do.
No.
Too eager on the throttle.
He's definitely going to come out behind Napola. But anyway, let's run on board with the top 5. This is where it is at. So obviously we've got onto the podium, onto the back of J-Bob. It's not onto the podium, but onto the back of J-Bob. Chris in the pits again. Looks like they might be retiring.
Jos is stuck behind Costa, and who's that?
Ox.
Going into the pits.
Oh, he's struggling, but he's made it. So Can Josh get past Mr. Costa? He needs to put a dive on him. He's got the track, got the new tyres to do it.
Yeah.
He's going to go for the cutback.
No, no. Is it possible here?
No, no.
It's too short.
I think so.
This is such a frustrating track for overtaking. You can be faster, but the straights aren't long enough to get them moved on and put your car beside the other car.
This track is perfect for F1 2016 because of the slipstream and how quickly you can overtake cars in a straight line.
Yeah.
This is perfect, but in this game, because of the
big cars,
the rate of pace that you catch people on slipstream, it's just it's not good, really, is it? It's not enough time.
No, no.
It's Acosta doing a great job of being a barrier.
Yeah, he's holding up Josh.
Need just to catch up. Yeah.
Wide.
Josh. Yeah, Josh is feeling the pressure now.
Yeah.
Nicholas is on the back of him. They are both on super soft tyres. Luke's on the mediums. And I reckon that Mr. Costa is going to catch Luke.
Costa is going to try to finish this race, so it's a battle for a position.
Yeah, but Josh is going to make the move now.
Yeah, he needs to get it done.
Is too far behind. Yeah, but Nikos does it the first lap. If Nikos gets a good exit here, he will be able to get a move into the second corner, but he's not done enough there.
No. Josh pacing away already. Henry
and
into
Luke
the
is
pits.
only just in front, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke.
Ooh,
lagging.
Luke! What? He spun!
No,
Oh no, he's still first.
Lag. Oof.
Really
What can you say
annoying.
about that?
Yeah.
What can you say about that?
I think it needs to be a penalty because of the commentary getting scared.
Yeah. 25 seconds. Josh is right into the back of Luke now.
Hopefully gets a move done on the straight.
And Nikos.
Ooh, Luke is lagging.
Oh,
you don't want wing damage. You don't want the wing damage.
I believe this would be Josh's first win if he can do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be. Ooh.
Gets a pass. Come on, do it. Opening up the arrest. Into Rich. Come on. Luke defending. Ooh, someone coming out of the pits also. Who's that? Majestic. Josh on the inside. Still side by side.
Nikos hasn't got past Mr. Costa either, so. Oh, the Luke. Oh.
But he did it. He's in first.
He did. Josh should pull away now. Majestic in front should get out of the way. Luke's really catching up. Luke's on the side by side of him into the left-hander.
Ooh, and he spun.
And Luke's done. Well,
not a smart move from Luke.
Right, really.
Yeah, not a smart move.
And Chris Logan has passed him, obviously just to unlap himself. Josh lost a lot of time there. Nikos really needs to get past Mr. Costa. Really needs to get past him if he wants to challenge for the win. Obviously penalties will come into effect. I'm not sure if either of these guys have actually picked up a penalty yet.
Why would you take such a risk like Luke did, man?
Oh, Nikos struggling. Really struggling on that right-hander, that fast right-hander.
Yeah. I think he's got not enough wing. He always seems to lose a lot of time into the middle section.
So this is the battle to stay on board with, then nothing else going on.
No. Nikos
should be able to get the move done onto Mr. Costa here.
Closes in. Nope.
Mr. Costa defending really well.
Yeah, he's stuck for another lap. Can't overtake anywhere else. He needs to wait for the straight.
Maybe he's going to try and do what his last teammate did. I wouldn't advise that.
No. I honestly don't understand why Luke did it. It only costed him. It wasn't worth the risk he was taking. The other guys would have gone past eventually, I think. Ox in 5th position, Henry in 6th. He already did his drive-through, I think, so it didn't hurt him too much. John in 7th, Napola in 8th. Onto the podium in 9th, Aaron in 10th position, J-Bob in 11th, Jessica in 12th and Chris in 13th. 4 retirements so far. And Nico's still stuck behind Costa.
Yeah. This Costa will not have DRS though now. And Nikos, let's see if though that wing. He said he probably has low wings.
But he
He's pulling in though.
No. Can't get it done. Great driving. Oh, maybe now?
Oh, Mr. Costa. Bit of an error on the exit.
Yeah.
That's
And he got him.
We have a McLaren driver in front, Majestic.
Yeah, he needs to get out of the way. He probably will.
This is it in the top 3. Looks like it's going to be
2.1 seconds, 5 laps to go.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't think so either.
Before we give him the commentator's curse, oh, Nikos really struggling. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Yeah.
This is really slow in the middle sector.
Yeah, he hates it.
Chicane, he really struggles with it.
This turn as well, what comes up now?
Yeah, he seems to run very wide.
Yeah.
Maybe that's on purpose, to gain a bit more speed. I don't believe you get a warning for that, so...
But he is pulling away a little bit from Costa.
Yeah. Just that fresh rubber.
John closing in on Henry for 6th position.
Yeah. We also have Napoli behind them. He's been a bit of a silent driver today. He's just been getting the moves done.
Yeah.
We haven't really spoken about him too much, but he found himself in 8th place. At one point he was at the back. So he's done a good job. John very close to Henry now, coming to the penultimate corner. John is on the super soft tyres, so we should be able to get the move done. Henry runs a bit wide. John goes up the inside in the final corner. That's a great move.
Yeah.
That's a great move there. And Henry's nothing Henry can do.
No, cashes in on the mistake Henry made. Says thank you very much, I will have it.
Yep. Have to be careful though of Napoli. Napoli looks like he's going to be able to pass Henry as well within a lap or so. Aaron Taylor very close onto the podium.
Closing in, fighting for 9th position. These mediums
that we'll come back to.
The mediums should be really slow now, I guess.
Yeah, most of these guys are pitted for super soft tyres, and the guys with mediums are they're just like a barrier. They're nothing. You're just waiting to get past them. Really, they can't put up a fight.
No. Napoli are really close now on Henry. As you said, the medium drivers not getting any pace now.
Luke has lost a position to Oxhox there. I'm not sure how, and Luke has decided to pit also.
Yeah, tires.
Really? I don't think so.
He did a really early pit stop, I believe. Lap 7 maybe.
But the medium should be able to take you to the end.
Okay.
He is using his tyres. We did see him in Bahrain, I believe, do a one stop.
He puts on softs.
Potentially run out of the tyres then. Where's he going to come out of then?
Napoli gets Henry on the straight.
Yep. Where's Aaron? Let's see if Aaron can do the same. On the podium, defends the inside line very early.
Yeah.
Aaron and Rich with DRS and slipstream. Doesn't look like he's putting in much. It could be a case of the slipstream glitch. A lot of people have been mentioning it in other races, other league races, that slipstream glitch is back.
Yeah.
And in full effect.
Very.
2017. And we haven't seen drivers close in as much as I would expect on the straights in this particular race. So.
The slipstream is already very weak, even if it's working. So you really can't miss it.
Yeah, it's true.
Luke came out in 8th position. Not a good night for him.
Oh, Nikos is very close to Josh. Very close to Josh. A lot closer than he was a lap or so ago.
Yeah, yeah. And Luke is behind Henry, and Henry will defend, of course. It's his rival in the championship. Ooh, but Luke gets aside already.
Oh. Luke's going for the inside move. that's the second time in as many laps that Henry's been passing that final corner. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there with Henry.
Leaving the door a bit open, maybe.
Oh, look at Nikos.
Yeah. Pushing.
Look how much he's caught in though.
Mm-hmm.
Very surprising. Josh has got very limited fuel. I would expect that he's just saving the fuel until the final lap, and he can put it in rich and defend.
Yeah.
Whereas Nikos has got a little bit more fuel to attack with.
Not a big a difference. Both on the same tires. It would be an amazing win from Josh if he pulls it off.
They would. Yeah. Aaron Taylor's still on back onto the podium there, nothing going on there. Napoli looks like he's closing into John a little bit, closing up to him.
Yeah.
But we are going to ride on board and stay with the battle for the lead.
Too far away.
Too far away indeed, yep.
Yeah, has to wait for another lap. Costa in third. But we do have penalties.
Well. Mr. Costa, who did have wing damage in the first stint, and he did the whole first stint with wing damage, so he could have been a factor in this race if he didn't pick up wing damage. Of course, he is doing a one-stop, so he would have been challenging for the win. The dirty air coming into effect massively for Nikos there. Loses a lot of time in the middle sector.
Aaron at the back of on the podium, coming onto the straight already. Can he get him done this time? Onto the podium on the mediums. Ooh, a lot of oversteer, almost hitting the pit wall.
Just manages to save it then. Napola closing up to the back of John. Really caught him quite quickly actually, considering they were fighting Henry a minute ago. And Napola did lose a lot of time because of that. Nikos has lost a bit of time to Josh as well. I just feel that Nikos' setup has not worked very well today.
No.
His speed in the middle sector has been very, very poor in comparison to Josh.
Yeah.
He seems to be really quick in the middle sector.
Couldn't keep up. Aaron really close now.
Josh is putting his name into the hat, I believe, for the promotion. I'm not sure where this puts him. I think since Miracles has dropped, I'm not sure where Josh is in the championship, but this should boost him up quite a lot.
Yeah. He already did show he had a good pace in qualifying, but not so much in races so far.
Yeah.
But
we have
Nikos
seen him pull a few surprises.
Ooh, Nikos is really close now. Final lap. Penalty, box.
This has been the battle of the race. These two up top.
But
there's nowhere to overtake here.
No, and he loses ground.
The dirty air coming into effect there again.
Luke, a time penalty. Not his first one, I believe. Henry in the
final corner.
Pits again. And it's Josh.
Traction down, but he's not going to be able to do it. Josh is going to take the win. And that is a great performance from Josh.
Nikos in second, Costa in third.
Driver of the day for me, without a doubt.
Yeah, Josh McGill.
Just being able to maintain consistency throughout the race with Nikos, the fast Greek, behind him.
Ooh,
amazing
and
performance.
John and Napola very close. Luke also. Ooh, Luke looking on the inside. Side by side. No, it's for Napola. Onto the podium in 8th. No pressure from behind. Oh yeah, and Aaron. Not close enough though. Takes 8th position.
As usual, the predictions are always wrong.
Yeah.
You can never predict the actual a full top 3. It's just not possible.
Maybe we need to stop doing that.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe in no particular order next time.
Yeah, we come across a bit dumb if we do it. J-Bob in 10th position, picking up the last point.
Henry. Another poor performance from Henry. A bit unlucky, you could say.
Yeah, his drive-through killed it.
Yeah, the drive-through.
Oh, mistake.
So, Aaron comes home in 9th, could have been 8th, but considering you did get, I've got to laugh because it's just annoying how often it happens to Aaron, isn't it? Every single race, he gets wing damage on that one. Every single race. Aaron, if you're listening to this, you need to be more cautious on the start and just take your time more and stop putting your nose where you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Just get through the first corner.
It isn't always your own fault, of course, but it's just unlucky. Because he always seems to end up in the points, so his pace is good.
Yeah.
As we see Josh very happy lifting the trophy. Very good win from him. Congratulations. The Red Bull driver. And we've got 3 brothers on the podium. They all look alike.
Oh god, that is funny.
Triplets. Jos has won the Hungarian Grand Prix. Nikos in 2nd, Costa in 3rd, Oxox 4th in his debut, John in 5th position, Napula 6th, Luke 7th, not a great result, onto the podium in 8th position, Aaron in 9th, J-Bob picks up the last point in 10th position, Henry out of the points in 11th, Majestic 12th, Chris in 13th, and then we have the retirements Woods, Esley, Lee and Matty Suddens. So that's it. Nice race.
Great race.
Yeah, a lot of things happening. Tomorrow we have Division 1 also at Hungary. Aaron will be your commentator for that race, I believe. Yes, he will. And thank you for watching. Paul, thank you for joining me. Enjoyed it as always.
No worries. Just hoping that tomorrow's race is as exciting as today's one was.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be boring today, but
we were surprised.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and see you next time. Take care.
Goodbye.